Hello, dear students. Good morning, everyone. This is the fourth lecture related to class 9 physics, fourth chapter, that is work, energy, and power. And in this lecture, today we will derive the formula for potential energy and kinetic energy. And also, we will discuss about the concept of work energy theorem. That is very important. Work energy theorem. A equation will derive when we derive the formula for kinetic energy. That particular equation is known as what? Work energy theorem. Just see the concept of derivation of potential energy. Derivation of potential energy. Potential energy, as we have discussed in lecture 3, the energy due to configuration. The energy due to configuration of any object, that is defined as potential energy. In other words, when the body having some height above the earth's surface, then due to the height and the factor, that is acceleration due to gravity, body having potential energy, and the value of potential energy what? That is mgh. That particular formula we will derive here. Just see the concept of diagram. Whenever the diagram concept is clear, then derivation there will be no doubt. Just see, very easy concept. Here object having mass m. Object having mass m when raised up to h height. Raised up to h height against the weight. Against the weight, because weight always acting downward. Here the direction of weight, that is W is equal to what? mg, and we are acting force upward to raise the body at a particular position, that is A from B, by applying force F. If the distance between A and B is small h, then how to derive the formula for potential energy? Very simple concept. Just see proof. When the body of mass m raised up to height h by applying a force F, as the body of mass m raised up to height h by applying a force F, and this one force is equal to what? That force must be equal to the weight of an object, that is W, and that W is what? Equal to mg. Clear? So by applying this force F, we are raising the object having mass m up to height h. Then by definition of work, by definition of work, W equal to force into displacement, and here force is equal to F and displacement, that is H, and this F is equal to what? Mg and H. Now this work is stored, as I explained earlier in the definition of work. When we are doing some work, then that work is stored in the form of energy. And here, raising the object or body having mass m up to height h, and this process required what? Work. And the work with the help of force in displacing or in raising the body up to height h, then this work is stored, or you say that conserved, in the form of potential energy. This work is stored in the form of potential energy. Potential energy. So U is equal to W is equal to what? mgh. Very easy derivation. Just note down this one. After this, we will derive formula for kinetic energy. Just note. Just after the derivation of potential energy, the next concept, that is derivation of kinetic energy. Very simple. Just see derivation of kinetic energy. In derivation of kinetic energy, the concept of work energy theorem will be also clear, because work energy theorem, that is a equation containing work and energy difference. Work means when we just displaced any object by applying force, then there is a concept of work. And energy, when we are doing some work, then that particular work is stored in the form of energy. So in the derivation of kinetic energy, there is also concept of diagram. Just see what is the concept of diagram. Here an object moving with initial velocity u, and after applying force F, here object mass m, an object of mass m moving with initial velocity u, and after applying force F, the velocity of an object becomes what? V. This is the position A and this is the position B. If during this process the body covers distance, or you say that displacement, because direction is here straight, so distance magnitude and displacement magnitude will be equal. So distance may be treated as displacement. So after applying force, the final velocity becomes what? V. And during this, if the body covers distance or displacement, yes, then we have to derive formula for kinetic energy. And just before derivation of kinetic energy, we have to remind the previous concept, the concept of work, as well as the concept of equation of motion. Equation of motion, and here third equation of motion is applicable. Third equation, that is v square is equal to what? U square plus 2a, yes, or v square minus u square is equal to 2a, yes. I will say that v square minus u square upon 2a is equal to, yes. This is the replacement of displacement. I will say that distance by v square minus u square upon 2a. Now, just after this replacement, we have to use the concept of definition of work. Then, by definition of work, by definition of work, W is equal to what? Force into displacement. Force into displacement, and force here, that is F, and displacement, that is S. But from Newton's second law, F is equal to what? MA. And the value of S from the third equation of motion, that is V square minus U square upon 2A. This one F is equal to MA from Newton's second law, and this S is equal to V square minus U square upon 2A from third equation of motion. Third equation of motion. From Newton's second law, F is equal to MA. This one concept used, and then A and A cancel out, so 1 upon 2 M in bracket V square minus U square, this is equal to what? W, and here again W is equal to half mv square minus half mu square, and this one half mv square means what? Final kinetic energy, and this one initial kinetic energy, and this is what? W. This is equation having concept, that is work energy theorem. Either this equation or this equation, both we can take, because this one half mv square, that is a representation kf final kinetic energy, and half mu square, that is initial kinetic energy. This is work energy theorem. Clear? And with the help of this work energy theorem, when we just utilize the concept, that is when the body initially in rest, when the body is initially in rest, then just see very easy concept. When the body is in rest, in initial condition, in initial, that is u is equal to 0, u is equal to 0, and when u is equal to 0, then from this first equation, from equation number first, then w is equal to, half mv square, half mv square. Why? This one becomes 0 due to this u equal to 0, the whole term becomes 0. Minus 0 means what? That is no need to write further. Then w equal to half mv square, and this work is stored in the form of kinetic energy. You say that this work appears in the form of kinetic energy. Then kinetic energy Ke is equal to W is equal to half mv square. Clear? Very simple derivation. When you just revise one times, then everything will be clear. I think there is no anyone difficult concept. Everything is very easy. When you just revise your previous concept, either third equation of motion, that is p square is equal to u square plus 2as, or this one transfer toward left, then v square minus u square is equal to what? 2as dividing by 2a, then v square minus u square upon 2a is equal to, yes, the concept of displacement and the concept of force from Newton's second law. These two terms are used in the derivation of kinetic energy, or you say that in the derivation of work energy theorem. In both the cases, the concept is same. Somewhere numericals based on this concept and some numericals also based on this concept. Either k is equal to w is equal to half mv square, whenever the body moving with some initial velocity and after applying force the velocity becomes what, somewhat different amount, and then what is the value of work done, and if the mass is also given, then you have to calculate the work done with the help of this work energy theorem relationship, that is w is equal to what, half mv square minus half mu square. Clear? In this way you can solve out so many numericals that is based on work energy theorem formula. If any doubt further going on in any numerical, then you can ask out. So that's all for today. Have a nice day.